And this is how we do it on the Donna Smith Show. On the Donna Smith Show. Yeah. This is how we do it. Roll with me, grown folks. And this
on the
is
Donna Smith
how we
show.
Yeah, we
do
do.
it
It's
on the
room
Donna
for
Smith
another
Show.
good girl.
We gotta pick that beat up. That beat
On the
is
Donna
like this.
Smith
Good
Show.
girl.
On the
Oh yeah,
Donna
on the
Smith
Donna Smith.
Show. Y'all,
I
you
think
know
we need.
what? I want to thank
Good
y'all. Give y'all
big
a
girl.
hand. Yeah, y'all tried to roll with me on the Donna Smith Show. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, what's happening, grown folks? What's happening, panel?
Hey,
Glad to
hey,
see
hey.
you guys, Tim and Gareth. We missed you last week. I'm glad you're here tonight. I know sometimes you gotta miss a show, but that's all right. That's all right. Just remember to come back.
Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah.
For sure, for sure. Well, I want to welcome everybody to the Donna Smith Show Table Talk tonight with your hostess with the most is Donna Smith, aka Lady D. And I am here bringing you some grown folk talk and conversation. Please don't let anything offend you. Don't let anything cause you to feel uncomfortable. If it does, slide on by that. Come back. We're always here talking about something that I know that's going to be a delight for you. Even jaw dropping sometimes. Like what? What? Rewind.
What you talking about? What
Too
you talking
bad
about,
when you're
Willie?
live, you can't rewind it. So you better just try to watch it over again. Just go on and rewind your thing, watch it over again, share, like, and subscribe, and tell somebody about it. And we want to see you back here every week. We do this on Sundays around 7:30 p.m. in the evening, depending on what's going on. But welcome everybody. And what we want to do before we get started is we always do our toast to the hostess with the most day. Raise them glasses up.
Oh,
What? Why y'all ain't raising your glasses up? What's going on?
It'll go back.
Well, there you go. Okay, we
I
about
got it right here.
a red cup. That's danger. Danger.
No,
Danger.
it's
Okay,
a good cut.
toast it. Boom, boom,
It's a good
boom.
cut. Knock, 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 knock.
Mm-hmm. I got cranberry juice. Thank you. I wonder where JJ at. JJ, where you be? Where you be? We know Ben comes in sometimes later, but JJ, I don't know. He might have sent me
He
a
got
message.
class.
Who, JJ? Oh, Ben?
Ben.
Yeah, Ben may have class.
Ben has this
JJ,
thing he doing.
I don't know. JJ, he didn't send me a message. He usually will, and letting me know that he's yes, he did. He said, I will be there a little late, but I will be there. Yes, that's my JJ. He
They
gonna get
call
on.
that's what they call read your messages, right?
Right. He always, one thing about it I will say about JJ, he is so good with, he will send me a message and let me know, hey, Miss Donna, I can't do this one this week. I'll see y'all next week. I got something going on. Or he'll let me know he'll be here or he'll be here late. And I do appreciate that because I know you guys have other things to do around this, but you have been so consistent and do know that when you cannot make it, you are missed. For real though, you really are, because you do make this thing go. And you guys are so opinionated and so on point with stuff. I can't do nothing but just sometimes shake my head. So anyway, let's get it started, you guys. I'm gonna tell you guys what I did. I'm gonna tell you what I did. I usually have my notes. I have my notes, right? And what I did is I used this wonderful pen that I like called Roller Elite. And I wrote on one side of the paper and then turned it over and wrote on the page in the back, and everything bled together kind of sort of. So it's kind of wicked. I'm trying to read and remember what I wrote. So just bear with me because it's kind of like bleeding onto the other page and it's making it, really hard for me to discern what I had put down here. But first off, I want to start with saying, what about them Niners? What about them Niners today, y'all? Them Niners. What'd you say? Didn't they put a whooping on that butt?
Yeah, they did.
They showed
They could have
out.
put a bigger whooping
Hey, you know what? I'm not gonna
if they get
I
on
ain't gonna
point.
sit up here and be doing all that. Then we gotta be glad. They did do a whooping though. They might have
Yeah,
made a couple of little hiccups, but for the most part, they stayed ahead and they stayed
it
ahead
looked good.
strong.
Well, what I like that they did a lot of running.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't run. They didn't always put Debo back there. They let that boy run, and that boy was running. You see, he didn't have 4 weeks.
Yeah,
He didn't have 4 straight games with 100+ yards. Let
yeah.
them backs run. Just play football.
And I mean, I really
And I
enjoyed
think
it.
that's how come everything else was opening up for them.
Yeah. I mean, this they second week in a row winning, right? They won last
Yes.
week too.
Hmm.
So they coming strong. And I mean,
But they played the lousy Rams.
I don't care who they play. They
They
won.
should have shoot. They should have won
I
them
don't care
games.
about all that.
Them
They
first them
won.
games they lost.
That's
Shoot.
all right. We keep going strong like this. Them games they lost ain't gonna matter. We'll be still up in the running. So that's what's up.
You right.
Hey, my Niners for life. You guys keep doing what you doing. Yes. Yes, I'm giving you a big shout out on Table Talk with Donna Smith tonight because we love you. Keep doing it. Just keep doing it. All right. So I had to get a shout out for that. And also, you guys, we're supposed to be getting that inflation relief check.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be coming in the next 5 days. Okay, sometime next week, either this week or is it this week or next week? But anyway, so it's supposed to be the $500 relief that we're supposed to get, right? So they said that the checks supposed to be they were supposed to begin October 7th. So I'm assuming some people may have gotten something already. I know I didn't. Did y'all get something already?
No.
So they supposed to have help with your gas and everything.
So they
So
gonna start. They started them on a Friday, is what they saying.
yeah. So the people who included their bank account information in their taxes for 2020, they will receive direct deposits. So if you didn't include your bank information, or if they run into situations where they send it to the bank that you no longer have anymore, or what have you, you will end up receiving a check. So that may take it a little longer than normal.
Yeah, look here. That's a setup for the IRS to get your bank account. Go on, take that check
I don't know, maybe it is.
and
But
put it in the bank.
if you
Because
were
once you owe
single,
them some money, they got your account number and they're gonna shut it
they
down.
already got your account number. If you wanted your taxes real fast and did it on direct deposit for your taxes, they already got you anyway.
I don't do that.
No
direct deposit with them.
Okay, well, they already got it if you did that. But anyway, if you're single and you make under 75,000, you're entitled to $350. Taxpayers with dependents will receive an extra $350, regardless of the total number of dependents. So you can have 6 kids. No, it's not 350. Hey, Mr. Smith, it's not 350 per child. It's just 350 more because you have dependents. Now, what it does not specify, and I was talking to someone else about this, is if you did claim someone on your taxes that was a dependent, but not under the age of 18, they were still your dependent. Are they looking at dependents under the age of 18 or any dependent that you claim? So that's where it's not really clear about the
What they just say
thing.
dependent.
It just says dependents. It says for each dependent per taxpayer, it's $350. Not each dependent. If you have dependents, it's $350 more. So you're entitled to $350 if you qualify. And if you don't qualify, if If you go over the income guidelines, then you will get $250. And the same will apply. It'll be $250 for your dependent. Okay. So basically, everyone is getting something. You just getting $100 more if you meet the income qualifications. So I'm gonna say, and I think, like John said, I'm pretty sure that it will be the fact that you do have a dependent. So like if you claimed, you know, your mother that you claim on your taxes and she's elderly or whatever, she's your dependent.
She don't have to be elderly.
So whatever age, if you claim mama, you got her on your taxes that you did in 2020. Hey, mama is your dependent. So you gonna get that extra $350. So give mama $350 so she can go get some gas. Y'all stop playing. Give mama $350. She wants some gas too. So that's what's going on, and it's supposed to be this week.
What about them ghost dependents? The dependents that don't exist. Who gets that $350?
Well, I hope it ain't I hope folks ain't playing like that. See, they make it bad for all of us. Hey, JJ. Welcome.
I have to get my audio together real quick. But
That's okay. We was talking about the
What's up, Ben?
We was talking about the inflation relief checks that's supposed to be coming this week. And
what's up with it?
Not much. How you been?
The $350 that you're going to be entitled for.
Who gets them?
Gas.
Who gets them? What disqualifies you from getting it?
Nothing. What disqualifies you is if you didn't file your taxes at all.
Oh, at the beginning of the year?
2020.
Yeah, I filed my taxes for 2020.
So
yeah.
You
in Colorado. Ain't this a California thing?
No, they doing it in other states too. He would have to just look it up and see what's happening.
Yeah, I would have to look it up and see what's up.
Yeah, they're doing it in other states. Ours is supposedly going to come in a week, and actually it's $350 for you, and for if you claimed a dependent or 3 or 4 dependents, it's $350 more. So it doesn't matter how many dependents you actually claim, you just get a $350 more. So,
I thought you said 500.
Oh, 500. I'm sorry, it's for the Social Security. They got a Social Security thing going on where they're getting a little, they're getting up to 1657. That's Social Security. I'm sorry, that's something different. My bad. We're talking about in California. We're talking about the inflation relief checks that they were saying be based on the prices of gas that's been going up and all this stuff. They're going to give you, if you qualify as far as the income bracket of 75,000 for a single, 150 for a couple, you're going to get $350. And if you have a dependent or dependents, it's an extra $350 more.
Let's take that money and buy you some Amazon.
If you are over the income, if you are over the income level, you get $250. So you'll get 100 less. So, you guys look forward to, if you did your taxes, if you did put your banking information in there, then you will get a deposit that will come from them. If you have changed banks or whatever the situation is, you're supposed to receive a paper check or whatever based on that, after the bank has to reject it or return it back or whatever. So that'll take a little longer. So let's just see if that actually is going to happen. That's what they say. Okay. So you guys can look forward to a couple more dollars.
Three trips to the gas station.
Yeah, that's about 2 weeks worth of gas.
3 trips to the gas station. That's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
After you been to the gas station, already 103 times
to fill up. Mm-hmm.
But you done already paid 103 times.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll tell you what. Check this out. So on Saturday, I went to this event. And for anybody, I guess it's just in California, but it's some other states. But anybody that has a vehicle over 2009, you can turn that vehicle in and they'll give you an electric vehicle. You know about that?
So I can turn in my 93 Honda and go get me an electric vehicle.
If you was in California, you could.
No,
could-
he said over a 2009 vehicle.
That
okay,
is a 93
2009
is over 2009.
Yeah, I'm 93.
Yeah.
So you mean older than 2009 is what you meant, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Older
Yeah.
than 2009. So, well, yeah, I
Do it
haven't
gotta
heard-
work?
I haven't heard.
Do it gotta work?
Yeah, do it gotta work?
I don't know. I'm gonna find out the details. I'll let you know it because I'm calling them on Monday. Like, hey, I need to get rid of this thing and switch to the other thing. What y'all
I
got?
mean, that would be good.
I got an
That is
excursion
okay.
I
Have
could
you
they
heard
can
that?
have.
You heard that, Gareth? Have you heard anything about that?
I got an excursion they can come get.
Yeah.
It's called
I haven't
Grid
heard.
Ain't no gas going in that.
Excursions or something like that.
Yep, tell them. Yep, tell them. Say, yeah, I got an excursion. Match their name. Come and get it.
It ain't
Wow.
running though.
Yeah, run. But it got a 45-gallon gas tank.
Oh yeah. They
Who
don't
gonna
care with
put-
the gas tank.
Who
They
gonna
taking
put
it off the road and give
$300?
you an
I ain't
electric.
putting no. When the gas was lower than this, it was $200 to fill up. You think I'm gonna pay $300 to fill that thing up?
That excursion. Yeah, I remember them big bad boys.
Wow. Yeah,
No.
them
It looked like a
excursions,
bus. It looked like a bus on wheels.
They pretty. Yeah, they
Yeah,
pretty.
they super.
Well, Ben, that
That's
was
supposed to be
something.
the Suburban, huh?
That was something nice for Ben to share. Anybody else got anything to share with us tonight? Anything juicy? Anything good?
Oh yeah, don't
Anything
forget
happening?
me, Financial Dad on Instagram.
Oh,
Financial
yeah.
Dad 2022.
Say
Come
that
check me
again.
out. I always got stuff like that.
Say that again, Ben.
Financial Dad 2022 on IG.
On Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if they follow you on that, they'll find out a lot of you post a lot of good tips and
Financial
things
stuff,
happening
yep.
to help you in a financial way, right?
That's right.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, that's good to know. Anybody else? Anything? Y'all good?
Yeah. Did y'all hear about the guy in Baltimore who was the Marine? Did one of y'all mention that? Who got arrested? There was a fight broke out and he disarmed the dude who had the gun, who started pistol whipping another dude. He disarmed the dude, held the guy till the police came and he got arrested.
That's not right. I've never heard.
They
I never heard
arrested him and because he was carrying, but he has a permit. He was in, I forgot whatever the forces he was in. And he was saying how he has a registered weapon that he always carries, and this and that. And they're trying to get him for some other stuff. And they ain't heard nothing about the one who was actually had the gun. But come to find out, the police say, oh, well, the gun disappeared. And so they not even tripping with the other person.
Wow. No, haven't
That's
heard. What was
ridiculous.
this at again?
In
That's
Baltimore. And he was this guy says Baltimore police arrest black former Marine who disarmed attacker during bar altercation. And he was there for like a reunion or something. And these two people got into it over some woman. And the guy pulled out the gun, held it up, and then started hitting the guy with the gun or some junk.
Wow.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
And everybody is like, we don't get this. He just saved this other guy's life. And probably some other people, because he yelled, I'll kill everyone in here.
Wow.
So it's just a trip,
Yeah.
just because, even though you did a good thing, at least let me see what I can find on you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So you can't, so this is why you wonder why some people in their communities say, well, what is the use of me doing what is good when it'll turn around and come and bite me too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that term or that saying, "No good deed goes unpunished," has a whole
Yep.
new meaning in that case.
There you go. You said it, JJ. You said it.
No good deed goes unpunished.
No,
Next one.
no good deed.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
That's
No deed. No deed.
Go ahead.
yeah.
Shoot,
Yeah.
no deed.
Yeah.
Right.
That's pretty sad. Prayers go up to that situation. That's really bad, man. Wow.
Well, you know, you
JJ,
just
you everything cool in Colorado,
Thank you.
JJ?
Yeah, it's cooling down out here a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, mix it
Okay.
up.
Y'all watching y'all weather. Y'all weather's cooling down a lot too.
Yeah, it's coming down a little bit. We still have had some little heat, but it
Yeah, I
hasn't
saw
been
y'all
up
got
in the
more
triple
pockets of heat.
figures. Yeah.
Yeah.
The 80s is cool, you know what I'm saying?
it
Maybe
was
a
hot
little
yesterday
90, but
and warm today. Yeah.
I haven't really been out like that, you know. A couple times I went out having to drive out right quick to the store or something, but I haven't really. So yesterday was supposed to have been a real nice day. I missed that. I didn't get out at all yesterday or today. So you know how it is. But what about you, Gareth? You good? Good week?
I'm good. I'm good. You know.
Okay, good week. All right, good.
Yeah, I
Okay,
got some canvassing done today. Check
what you
this
do?
one out.
What you do, Ben?
I did some canvassing for some what are they called? Measures for some measures for the city of Oakland today. Out in West Oakland.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they got measures on there to if it gets passed, they're gonna build 13,000 units of low income housing in Oakland.
Okay, that's good.
And they getting a bond so they can pay for it. And then they have another measure on there, which is Measure V, that if you're a school teacher or you a school age kid in school and you get evicted in October, you don't have to leave until the school year is over.
Okay.
So there was some good measures. Then I was going to see the city council. She had an ice cream social. The lady Janani or something, Janani, it's an Indian lady. She's running for city council of I think it's District 4 or District 7, I think it is. And so I was out at her ice cream social listening to her. What's she talking about today?
What kind of ice
Enjoying
cream
some
you
ice
get?
cream. Oh man, I got some chocolate chip. I got some mint chocolate chip, some chocolate. I got two cones worth. Yeah, I mean, and my sons, both of them, they gave away some costumes, some Halloween costumes.
Oh,
So the kids got
nice.
some costumes.
For the kids.
So yeah.
Mhm.
Community stuff, trying to check into it.
That's good, Ben. Keep us informed.
So enough.
We appreciate that. Okay, so that's good stuff, you guys. Thanks for starting us off on a great trip. Great path. You know what I'm saying? Talking about what's happening. Yeah, it's nice to know what's going on in the Bay Area and other places too. With JJ being all the way in Colorado, we like to hear what's going on out there too. Because I know y'all got some stuff.
We got some stuff. I haven't been watching the local news recently. I've been watching Bay Area news because it's more entertaining.
You know, that ain't cute, JJ. You know, I took that as a cold blow. You know what I'm saying? But, you know,
Yeah, it was.
you know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, we do have a lot going on up in the Bay. Yeah.
You know, when he said that, I thought about when the police was chasing them automated cars. Come to find out there wasn't nobody in the car.
Was that in Oakland?
San Francisco.
So who did that? They wind up some cars and let them go and just who?
Those them automated cars that's driving around there with all them cameras on them.
Yeah, it's
Them
basically
self-driving
So
cars.
who's setting the automated cars loose?
Uber's doing it. I think
Different Well, no, well, they got this company. They got these companies that's out in the city, and they just what they do. They do a lot of testing. They're really trying to create programs so these cars can drive on their own. But then you do have companies like he said, like Uber and them trying to create this. But they shut down Uber's automated cars. But it was just a trip that they when he said it's more entertaining. And the first thing that came to my mind was them chasing them cars, pulling them cars over, and ain't nobody in there.
That's terrible. Looks like they ain't got nothing else better to do. That's it.
Well, you don't know. The car broke the
I
law
know
though.
they didn't know. I know.
Like the
But
one
I
car
mean,
ran into the cab or something like that.
So what they
Yeah,
do? Get a car ticket? They gave a car ticket?
I would say
no, it was
I would
nobody.
say pop one of his tires.
It was
Pop one of-
nobody in there.
That's what I mean. We're not ready for the robot age, but they trying to rush it on. They want us to be like iRobot.
They want y'all to be Jetsons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do.
His dog Elroy. You see everybody getting these dogs. Everybody getting their Elroys already.
Wow.
Yeah,
Ben got his.
I sure do.
Well, I'm not getting no dog, so I'm good.
No,
Mm.
no,
I-
but
I
Ben
like-
ain't got
You
no
better go
lap
get
dog.
your
Ben,
little-
no,
little
Ben ain't
Poochie.
got no lap dog, huh?
Or she better go and get a little poochie.
No, I like
One of them
to
little bitty dogs with their hair. You can do their hair and put
I
some
like to get into the
dreads in it.
wind too much. I don't want to be sitting up here worrying about who's gonna watch my dog or if my dog gonna pookie
You
all
take her
over
with
the
her.
house. I'm not doing all that. Coming back
Emotional,
home.
what's it called? An emotional something dog? What's it called?
Emotional support.
There you go.
That
Emotional
ain't
You can take her
support.
free.
everywhere with
That
you.
ain't free. That's just like looking for a babysitter. Ain't nobody gonna be going through all that or have my house
You the-
all
You
stinking
the
like
only
pookie
woman I
cookie.
know that don't want nothing to tie them down. Damn.
I don't
You
want
can't
no
get a
dog.
dog.
I don't want no dog in my house right now that holds me down for getting up and bouncing. No, I don't.
Oh my goodness.
Hello, and how you doing?
The dog can go with you.
Inquiring minds want to know, grown folks moving right along. Let's move on along. Talk about inquiring minds want to know. Question for the day. What was that?
It wasn't me.
I'm gonna have you.
Oh my goodness.
You know what? We have to. I wish I could say commercial. Commercial.
We'll be right back.
Maybe one
Oh,
day
my
I'll be able to
goodness.
say commercial.
One day.
And let's
Oh,
go
my
on to this
goodness.
commercial. We'll be back in a moment, grown folks.
That's it.
And just, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, so inquiring minds want to know. Now, I told y'all to bear with me because my pen bled through the paper and now I got a couple of drops on there. So I'm trying to read it the best way I can. Okay. My girl shaved and waxed her cootie.
What's the
Reminds me of a child's private area.
Uh-oh.
I am not turned on to this. I have asked her not to shave, because of the effects that this has on me. She says that shaving, that one is bleeding. Shaving.
That wasn't a good word to you about the
her
ink.
thing. And she said she's gonna shave her thing and that I need to get over it or get over her. Really? Would you put me down because of hot wax? I thought she loved me as I loved her. She says that she loved her Can't hardly see that. I wouldn't trip on such. Oh, she said if I loved her, I wouldn't trip on such trivial things such as this. What should I do, grown folks? The case of the shaved cootie.
Are they married? Is
You
this
know
couple
what,
married?
John? You
She
know,
is crazy with this one. I can't handle it. So the brother don't want to touch nothing because his bald head. He think he having sex with a little kid.
it's giving him a.
What
Girl,
the heck
girl,
is
stop
going-
laughing. It's giving this dude a mental. He's going through a head trip. It reminds him
Because he
of
think he
a
having
child.
sex with a little kid.
The shaved cootie area reminds him of a child.
Oh my God.
I can understand that.
You can understand that. It reminds you of a child because they got
I
no
mean,
hair on it.
because he's saying it's bare. There's no pubic hair. It's just so bare. So
it's bald.
he probably feel
Bald.
like. So he probably feel like a teenage girl to him, instead of a
Oh
woman.
my God.
And he probably ain't into young women.
All he gotta do is put his head up and look at his girl. That's it. Just look at his girl.
No, he should be able to do what he wants to do, as they've been doing it.
Yeah.
But
She just
but
don't want that hair. That smell. She probably smells. She don't like the smell.
they should probably talk about maybe if she keep like a little, like just a little, like it just keep it low, like a buzz cut.
Like a mohawk.
She
Not
probably
a
starting to get
mohawk.
that.
Oh well,
probably starting to
maybe
get them,
they could probably compromise on the mohawk. Take
Or
the
like
landing
a
strip.
He
landing
probably starting to
strip.
get them gray hairs on
Yeah,
it. That's what it is.
that way he don't feel like that. Anything that a kid would not have, you
She just
know.
getting them gray hairs. She want to cut them gray hairs off so she feel like she got a young thing. That's all.
Well,
I mean, there
get
is a
some
lot
grease
of
and
business
formula.
going on in the wax department. There's a lot of women who are more comfortable going and get waxed nowadays. And
Mm-hmm.
some men are really loving that. They love the fact that there's no odor with hair. They love the fact that hair is not getting in their mouth,
That's right.
that kind of
I
thing.
never, I,
And they love that. They love that cleanness. That
the,
and women love their men shaved too. Women love
the
their men
hair
shaved
ain't
too.
always the reason for odor, right?
Well, the hair does bring about odor at times. Yeah, men and women. The hair does hold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hair
Are we
holds
talking
sweat.
in there.
about? Are we talking about? Okay, we talking about a sweaty person, just like your hair would be smelling
Yep.
sweaty and stuff
Yep.
on your head. Okay, so you could take a shower and deal with that,
Your
right?
cootie gonna get sweaty, and your
Especially if
and,
they a
and
squirter.
your bingy
Yeah,
gonna
but you
get
can take a
sweaty too.
shower.
Okay,
Don't
so you
tell me
could.
a
squirter.
man's
Okay,
bingy don't get sweaty, because it does.
okay, but what I'm saying, you take a bar of soap or some wash or some whatever you use, you go clean yourself. Now that you clean yourself, the hair is not making no odor, right?
It should. It should.
Dude,
help.
she don't want to look like no old grandma Gretchen. That's all she's saying. She tired
Well,
of
how
her
old
stuff
is she?
looking
She
like.
Because
may
he
not
said,
have gray, Ben. We didn't say an age.
oh,
I ain't talking
okay.
about that. She want her thing to look like all her little girlfriends. She go to the gym and stuff. They all got theirs cut off.
We didn't
Why
say
she gotta
how
look
old
like
she
an
was.
old woman?
She could be 30 years old with no gray at all. We don't know
No,
But
that.
you
but
still
that's
gonna look like an old woman if you got a
yeah.
big old bush down there. That's old school.
Not
But
no.
my thing, you know what I wonder? How long has he been with her, or how long has she been doing this?
I don't know.
It can't be that. They must have been together
Because
for a long time.
He has
if all of
asked her. Only thing he said is he has asked his girlfriend not to shave because this bothers him, and she's like, brother, whatever. I'm shaving my coochie. That's what I like. That's what I do. I feel
Right.
fresh.
That's my new
I
thing.
feel cool. I'm gonna do this. Now, either you get with the program of the ball cootie, or boy, bye.
Yeah, it is.
they must be new,
No, they not new because he said I thought she loved me.
or
Remember?
she just started shaving. Because
That's what she did.
if he's been with her for a while and she was already doing this, And then all of a sudden he's
Will be no
like,
issue.
you know what, I gotta, this is a kind of a trip. Then I don't know what triggered that, because if he was with her, say, I'm just scenario wise, he say he was with her for like 2 years, right? And now all of a sudden he's saying he don't like that. It reminds him of a child. So then I wonder, well, in that 2 years, what all of a sudden brought that thought on? What did you come across some child pornography or something? I don't
I'm
know.
willing to
What makes
bet
you?
that this is something that's kind
It
of
sounds like it's kind of new though.
Yeah.
Huh?
and that
It
he
is.
has expressed to her the newness. They've been getting out, they've been getting down, and he's expressed to her, now, baby, I'm not feeling this ball cootie. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I love you, I care about you, but we've been getting down. I'm not really feeling this. It
I
makes
don't
me
even
feel,
understand the problem.
he said it makes him feel some kind of way,
He's
reminding
some
him
kind
of
of stupid.
a child's cootie.
I'm kind of stupid.
Yeah.
All that
Well, I
all in
mean-
your mouth. You ain't got to worry about no problems.
But
That's cool.
you got to look at his thoughts as an individual. It might feel like that. It's bare. It looks like he look at it and it look like a young kid. So.
Well,
But the
he
thing
keep
is,
complaining. He ain't gonna have to worry about
like
looking
you
at it.
said, if it's new, he just
know
gonna have
what?
to he either accept it, like she said, either accept it or leave. And then if he's been with her for a while, it's like, well, why are you complaining now? Because my thing would be, what all of a sudden triggered this? And I'll be
No,
like,
I think he would have specifically said, this has changed over the last year or two, and I'm wondering why. And I've expressed, no,
mhm.
he didn't say that. He just says, my girl shaves and waxes her cootie, and it reminds me of a child.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if that was the case, even over a 2-year period, his girl shave and wax, why would you be complaining now? If you've been with her for a long time, and if it's new,
I don't think that's
and
the case.
if it's new and you don't want to accept it, then move on. Like she said, get over it or get over me.
He said he can't believe she would want to let him go over some hot wax.
No, but she
All
didn't
the
say I'll
things to
let
fight
you
over.
go.
That's what you want.
She didn't say that. She didn't say.
No, she did. She said bye. She said,
Yes, she
get over
did.
it. She said,
said
get
that,
over
Tim.
it or get over her.
Yeah, so
That's
she
right.
told no. So the choice is his. Get over it or get over it or
That
get
means she
over
ain't
me.
changing. She ain't doing it.
Yeah, so what's the thing is, if that's something she's been doing, I meet somebody and this is something they've been doing. Now I say, but I don't like bald ones, but this is what she's been doing. I can't change that. How am I gonna change that? Now I can talk, I can express how I feel about it, and maybe we might come to some type of compromise or something. We may compromise on the landing strip. We don't know. But I'm just saying, you can't just come and say, oh no, you got to do this and do this.
She ain't
But
doing that. He asked her, he just told her how he
yeah,
felt.
he just said
And
how
that,
she felt.
babe, I feel some kind of way with this ball cootie. Is making me feel like it's a child, situation, and I don't feel good about that. Can you please stop waxing?
And the thing is, if she said, I don't want to because this is why I do it, whatever, I've been doing it before I met you, blah, 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 then the decision is his, like she said. Get over it or get over me. She didn't leave him. She wasn't trying to, she said, look, you still can stay here. Cause when she said get over it, because I know if somebody came and told me, you know what, I don't like, you know, whatever, how your balls hang. You need to go get a ball tuck. What the
Then I would be in the yellow pages
I'd
trying
be
to
like,
help find a ball tucker.
get over it or
We would have to find a Tucker.
We ain't getting no Tucker.
I mean, it's about compromising, you guys.
Yeah, it's about
About
compromising.
compromising.
And if you don't agree, then you move on.
You know,
Or you accept. It's your choice.
we don't know the duration of time if he slept with her 3 times, 4 times, 1 time. We don't know. That wasn't specified.
They in
But
love.
these are
They in
things that
love.
you discussed early on.
That ain't no one time.
He did
Oh,
indicate.
wait a minute.
No, he indicated that he loves her and she loves him. He did say
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
So they have
That ain't
been
no
able to
couple of months.
establish some love with each other.
Look
I mean,
here.
Garaz, what you think? You think he should deal with the shaved cootie and just chalk it up, or you think she should be more understanding to his phobia at this time?
I need no
Compromise, huh?
That's right.
So, like we were
Yep.
saying, maybe she can look into getting a mohawk or something, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, half shave, half
It was
not.
just like
Hey,
that song
can she put
I
a
was
weave
saying.
on it for him? Can she put a little weave patch on there? So every time they get ready to get in, she put a little weave thing on there.
And
Yeah,
then
she
she
could.
take it
Yeah,
off?
she could get some double stick tape and put like a little wig, like and line it up with some double, like a
Y'all
little
doing
thing
too
with.
much for real.
No, just like
Yeah.
them
Put
stickies,
Who
Christmas
gonna
wreath
do
on
all
it.
that?
like the women
JJ,
wear on the,
would you
like
help
the
me out here,
women
my
wear
brother? Help
them
me out.
stickies, them sticky
They doing too
things.
much. Who gonna put
Them-
some weave on there?
Who do-
Just
Not weave. I was talking about some double stick tape, like they do on the breast when they wear them shirts that you see through. So they
Yeah.
get that stuff that stick like that, but it got hair
Yeah.
on it,
they
and you
put,
just
they
put
put,
it.
they
hair
put
on it.
You
weave on
put
their
it down
chest.
there.
They put weave on their chest to show
Yeah.
that-
Not weave. I said a wig.
Little piece of
So
hair.
it's a
A
pubic
W-I-G. W-I-G. A wig.
People put a wig on their chest.
No, a punani wig.
You know what? Okay, this is going over my little.
I can't help you, Miss Donna. There's nothing I can help you
you
with.
gotta help me, JJ. I mean,
There's nothing I can help you with.
okay. Oh yeah, listen, JJ. So what would you want your girl? Okay, your girl, you have a situation with the shaving. It doesn't make you feel some kind of way, whatever. It could be something that happened to you when you were little. It could be, you got some kind of flashback phobia about this. You just can't get with it. You asked her nicely to please stop shaving. What would be the compromise? What do you think it would just be? I'm done. She doesn't want to.
Look,
or would you break up over something like that? Seem like
no,
it's
I
bigger
think
things
this
to
is
break.
taking things to an extreme level. I mean, I could be petty and like just not shower and let my area get out of control and like come home from the gym and don't shower and just let it build up. I could be petty like that, but that's not going to solve anything. So the best thing to do is you can't change somebody else. If that's what they want to do, that's what they're going to do. She's going to keep shaving it. It's her body, her choice. Just like if I want to keep my hair, I'm going to keep it. That's my business. That's my choice. You're not going to tell me what to do with my stuff. Just like I shouldn't tell you what to do with your stuff. I can suggest, but that's as far as it's going to go. You're going to style it. She can decide she want to grow it and dye it and put zigzags all in. whatever she want to do, that's her choice.
Dye her cootie.
Just like I might want to braid mine.
Dye her cootie. What color?
I might want to have some dreads. Who knows?
Dreads?
I'm just saying.
Rainbow.
Braid it up, baby. Braid it up. Braid it up. Yeah.
I like to know. I like to know who would wear dreads on their cootie. That's very interesting to me. I maybe that happens.
A windy down man.
Who?
Okay.
A windy down man.
What's that?
A Rastafari.
That accent.
You know what, man? Sit down somewhere.
It's time for another sip.
Sip. You know what? Somebody wanted me to I had did my question on YouTube about size, about somebody being too small. I had one that was really just off the Richter scale about being too big, but it was one too I did too small. And it was a gentleman on there, and he asked me to possibly try to do some type of poll, take some kind of survey or poll. His comment was he felt as though most women, at least 90% of women, would prefer a man of size in his area than a man that's not so big. And I said that it just depends on the woman. Some women don't really trip on size. It's a matter of skill and what you can do to, it's the motion of the ocean. It's how you work your situation. But he said he begged to differ. He believes that at least 90% of women, almost 100%, would say that they needed a man with size or they would have to just get ghosts. What do you guys think about that?
Did he do this survey and come up with this percentage
I'm gonna
himself?
Post it. No, he's saying I should do a survey.
He believed 93% to
that
100%. That means there would be no average size penis fathers anywhere in the United States. Matter of fact, he should go and look into his own family line, and see how many of them are average size and how many of them have families or don't have.
That's
families.
a awkward conversation among families.
Yeah, that's not even. That's not.
He say size. Women are into size. Okay, but wait a minute. What's average and what's big? You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm just saying.
Average may be 8 inches to them.
No, look here, man.
Where do you fit on this ruler?
I don't even get this part.
Really, JJ.
I don't even get this one.
Mark, hold your finger where 8 inches is.
But you can't. We looking at a god dog thing. He needs something. Take a water bottle.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of big. Let me go down to 6.
You can't tell looking at a video.
Okay, so this 6 is halfway.
You got a water bottle next to
Half
you,
of it,
JJ?
The 6 look like that could be about average.
Oh my goodness!
This 6 right here.
8 was looking a little big still. 8.
See, I can put my fist on it.
Oh, hello. What that mean? Okay, JJ.
Yeah, you know what it is.
I'm talking about the length, JJ.
That's what he's talking about. The length. He put his fist on it. Talk on it.
It's 6 inches. Okay, what do we say? Do we say
out of here?
Adults only. Are we saying?
I am not trying to do no determination.
Are we saying that 6 is average?
No, I'm not taking no poll or giving no.
No, I'm just trying to get an idea.
I can't. You know what?
JJ, that's only how many is that?
No, check this out.
This is a little horny chick.
This is 2.
No, that's 2. No, 2. No, 2 is not good. That's not good. Okay, no good.
I don't know how I'm gonna say. How is another man gonna say what the average size is unless he going around?
That's why we got the ruler. We got the ruler right now.
Who the hell is going to use a ruler?
What you talking about?
I'm trying to get an idea of what 5 or 6 is.
Because no. What we need to do is get a result on this thing. He wants to know the percentage. He needs to go do a survey on what is
to do the survey.
Okay, tell him to write a letter. Write a letter to Steve Harvey, and Steve Harvey would say 100 people were asked this question: do women prefer?
We're starting with you guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. We starting with 4.
I ain't doing no penal survey.
We started with 4, and we're trying to find out. He's saying that most women, at least over 90%, wants a man that has a big size.
No, they don't.
The thing I'm asking is who determines what's a big size and what's an average size?
Just reply.
The one that stretch it out.
You're correct. Just reply. You're correct.
No, that would be misleading.
Stretcher. Now, stretching
I
it.
mean,
If
JJ
you got
had
it
the
one side, then
ruler.
make it
So the
bigger.
ruler was giving us some kind of.
Not really, because because there's also girth. So you got
Yeah.
length or whatever, but you got to deal with girth too. Like you could have like 5 inches, but if you got good girth, maybe you good to go. So who knows? It's a lot of factors at play here. You can have 10 inches but be super thin. Like.
Yeah.
It all depends on.
So if you're super thin, then she wouldn't feel anything
Yeah, you could be
anyway
10 inches,
because
but
you're
thin as the top
you're
of this
not
wine
thick
bottle.
enough.
Like this is what you gonna do.
So size. So when he said size, he must mean girth and length.
Yeah, you could be
I
as
don't know
wide as
what he
you go,
means.
thicker.
I don't know what is he trying. What is he trying to get
Well,
to?
because the post was, what if he's too small? That's what the post was.
What's the
The
such
topic.
thing as too small?
What
So
if your drunk
people
was
were
Lesbians have sex
asking,
with each
you
other.
had people that were asking,
Yeah.
well, what is too small?
Because this is 5 inches right here, but there's a lot of girth going on. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
You move that thing around. You can't get all that in there.
You know
Wow.
what?
That would be interesting.
So
Hey, people put their fist in there too. Maybe you should start learning how to fist if he's too his thing too small.
No, he said that most women is going to say that they want size.
That is bull
They
crap.
want a man with size.
Most
Instead
women
of a
now
small
want
one.
a woman.
He's saying
Women
that it's
don't
about
have no
size,
package.
but not all women, I think, are into size all the time.
Every woman ain't into
he's
a man's
satisfying
penis.
her with what he's working with, you can still satisfy the woman with what you're working with if you're
That's
just
right.
average of size.
Or you can go get a
Right.
strap on. And there you go.
That's right. Or put something on around your thing. You want some more girth? They got little tools you stick on it.
Yep.
Shoot.
And get you an
Tubes?
extendo.
What kind of tubes?
They got some stuff you stick on your thing to make it longer and fatter. You can actually, instead of having a strap on, you can put your thing in one and it's longer and get it in.
Right.
No.
Come on, what is going on here? You don't know none of this?
Okay. So
you don't know nothing about these toys that they've created.
This is not interviewing the hostess with the mostest. I'm trying to talk about a topic that somebody has asked us to talk about.
Oh, now you don't want the
and somebody had asked us to talk about the size. They said that they bet if I took a survey, most women would say they want a man with size instead of a man.
I asked you how much money you got.
But okay, how many women are you going to be surveying? What is the demographics? Where are this? I mean, if you're gonna say that, and then you're gonna say now just speaking for the world or the nation or the state, come on. I don't know.
How much money he got? They got an operation to make it bigger if you want. You just push a button. It's like the Bionic Man.
He didn't say his was small or big. He just said his comment was he believes that most women are into size.
Most women are into women
and
now. So how does that work?
He said most women are into size. There is not many women that's gonna say, "Oh, I'll take a little one."
They playing with each other, Donna. So how in the heck most women? You seeing these girls? I was at an event today, and two of the women walked in, and dude, the lady when they went around the table to ask her pronouns, she said he, him. I said, oh snap. And when she pulled her little pants up, that she had hair all over her legs. I said, oh, she's a dude. So they repping dudes now. So now you gonna tell somebody that they ain't got no tool. So you tripping on somebody that got a tool with somebody take your girl that ain't even got a tool? Come on, man. That's stupid.
He was just saying that a large percentage of women are into size. They don't
They
want to
into each
deal
other
with. They
now.
don't want to deal with a man with an average 2 or a small one. And so I just wanted to know what you guys thought about that.
Have you ever been kicked out of the room? Have somebody seen your stuff get pulled out and say, "Oh, I don't want that"? Has
No, I
any
ain't
in this
saying that.
any man in this room been experienced that?
Hello.
There you go. So what are we talking about?
Whether you big or small, you're saying? It
Oh
don't
my
matter.
God.
Yeah. Whether you big or average, small, whatever. He's asked, "Has anybody ever been in here?" So it don't been kicked out. So we don't have to display or
Nobody who asks if they've been kicked out. Who ain't nobody asked.
Ben just said,
I just said
have
that.
you ever been kicked out after somebody done experienced your size? And he just asked that to the men. And everybody said no.
Well, the men right now that's here, maybe you guys have just been blessed with some size.
Who said it was size?
I'm just
We didn't say
asking.
nothing about size. He just said,
The question said most, I mean, he says that he believes most women are into size.
and
Now,
Ben
there
just
is a
said,
small percentage of them that I feel like my argument was, I don't feel that all women trip on how the size thing. I mean, I don't think it's I'm just gonna leave him alone because he's not big enough. I mean, maybe
That's
some
what
Have you
women,
ever heard that before?
and that's what
maybe
Ben
some
is
women
saying.
do. Yeah, I've heard some women say that. Yeah, he had a
Mhm.
small one, and I can't deal with him no more because I can't feel nothing. I've heard stories.
After how long?
Just like
This
I've
first
heard men
time?
say that her canyon was too wide. He couldn't feel nothing. It was too big. I've heard both sides of the scope.
Oh, okay.
So
You into a lot of conversations about a lot of things there, Miss Smith.
Thank you.
You're into
I'm very
Yeah.
well versed.
Yes, that's very interesting that you would have a conversation of that magnitude
I
with that
have
many
all kinds
people.
of conversations, Ben. I'm all well rounded. I talk about all kinds of stuff if you really like to know.
You sound like you have your own personal survey.
Moving right along, please. Commercial.
That's hilarious.
All right, here we go. Sometimes you got to just shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Okay, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Did I ask this one before?
Yep.
If they gave you an STD, will you forgive them?
Mm.
Do you think
Who is they?
whoever you're dealing with, whoever
Man
you're
or
dealing
woman?
with? It could be whoever, the couple. If you're with somebody on that fleshly level and you come up with an STD, could you forgive them?
That mean that's your only
Whether
sex
you're
partner?
married, whether you're just
somebody
friends,
that's really close.
situationships, or what? Whatever it is.
I know somebody that I know really well. I won't say who they are, but they're going through that situation right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so they
what's the
love who they with tremendously, and they've been together, but
No,
one person came up with something.
No, their relationship has been rocky. They've been together for a long time, like let's say like around almost 20 years.
Okay.
So things were getting rocky. Person goes to another state, catches said STD, comes back home, brings the STD to this person, and then they find out they have it after they go back to the other state and makes the call and be like, hey, I got this. And the person is thoroughly pissed. And I think this person is about to get a divorce. It's about to be over.
And this person that they brought it to, they had been 100% faithful. They hadn't stepped out while the person was gone.
Allegedly. I personally don't believe this person has been faithful, but I don't think they caught any STDs. while they were being.
Why you say that?
I don't know. I don't know, but they seem like they kind of mellowed out in their older age, and
I mean, could it be that they really don't know? They really don't know who gave who what, right?
And they caught it,
Right.
and brought it.
I mean, you don't know which one of y'all gave the other.
It's possible. It's possible.
Well, if you ain't doing that, you know you ain't getting that.
Yeah,
that's why I asked JJ. Was the other person adamant about?
They claim that they were being faithful. So we have to go off. We have to go off of what this person said.
Okay.
Whether or not I believe them or not.
And they don't want. They think they contemplating divorce now after 20 years.
What kind of STD was it?
I don't know. They didn't
disclose that.
They didn't disclose that part. And I don't. If I disclose it, then the person will know that I'm talking about that.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying, you know what? Because that matters. Because some of that stuff is what you call an STD may not come from sexual.
An STD is an STD.
It's an STD.
It's a sexually transmitted disease.
Yeah, but some of that stuff like what's that? That PVC or whatever. That stuff could be dormant for years.
Just making up acronyms.
Oh, you freezing up, JJ.
What's it called? PV something? Human papillomavirus
is an STD.
HPV, that's it, right? HPV?
Human
HPV could be
papilloma something virus.
Yeah.
That's an STD.
That could be laid dormant for a while, or it could be, you know, some things you had sexually that got some yeasty in the thing. So, you know.
Yeasty
it depends. Now, if it was gonorrhea,
my brother, I'll need you to take that STD course up at Laney College.
Why I need to take a course?
Sexually transmitted
That's what
diseases.
it is.
It's
bacteria. It's
the HPV ain't got nothing to do with yeasty. But the thing is,
no, it's bacteria.
If you have an STD, that's what it is. Now, some STDs do lie dormant, and you may not have any, anything show up with
even syphilis lay dormant.
Right,
syphilis
you
go for a while.
You could have got syphilis or HPV from somebody you was with 2 people ago before this person. That's
right.
That is true. But an STD is an STD. If it's something that comes about like trichomonas, some type of bacterial vaginosis, chlamydia, gonorrhea, I can name a whole bunch more. You get some stuff like that. Yeast ain't no STD. Yeast is not. Yeast is an infection that women can get and men too. And that's an overabundance of yeast. Sometimes when trichomonas is an STD. Sometimes when you just have an overabundance of yeast that builds up in the woman. A lot of times when the pH changes, sometimes when your other partner get to mixing some other stuff in there and pH changes and stuff, and men can have yeast that harbors underneath in you too, that you have, that you don't even know you carrying the yeast. But we're talking about some hardcore STDs. Okay.
It is what it is.
That
I don't know.
You break up. Now, one thing about it is like JJ say, if you break up and you go out of state or around the corner, wherever, y'all broke up. So you decide to get back. Now, while you was broke up, what that person did, they did. And what you did, or you may have chose not to do nothing, but you have to decide if you're going to forgive and you're going to move past that, because you were not together at the time that they that they cheated out on you.
No, they didn't cheat out on you if you weren't together.
You guys had broke up. You guys probably didn't even think you were gonna get back together.
What if y'all was married though, but y'all kind of decide to have a separation? Is that still okay?
You committed adultery, both of you.
No.
You committed adultery.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
If you married and you separate,
still married.
You still married.
Just because y'all not dwelling in the same house and decided you're trying to get it right or think about it or whatever you're trying to do, you're
supposed to separate for a little while.
You still married.
Amen.
You're just
That's
separated.
Right.
That's like if Gorilla decided to go to his uncle's house for a month and his wife is at the house, he's still married.
Yep.
He's just not in the house with her. They're having some issues. They need some space to sort some things out. But so whatever he does outside of that, sexually with someone else, guess what?
He's committing adultery.
Committed adultery.
Yeah.
Period. Well, Ben, what you frowning for? You don't believe that?
No, I don't.
So what do you think? What you think they doing?
Hold up. Hey, reading the Bible.
I think people
Read
did
the
make a
Bible. The rest
decision of what
read
they
the
want in a
Bible.
relationship. What you trying to define is not what they're defining. If they decided at a point we're not together, they decided we're not together. You are
still married
by the Bible.
Regardless of what
you're defining it by the Bible.
Ben,
the Bible.
You're still married.
They're not saying
You're
that.
still
They said
married.
we'll break up. They decided to take the covenant
You're
and
still
change
married.
it. No, to you.
No, it's not to me.
Yes. If they
Hey, y'all know what?
married people decide they want to have
y'all know what?
extra partners.
Married.
Okay, you can take the Bible out the equation. Let's take the Bible out the equation because of course I'm going to agree with the Bible side, but just take the Bible out the equation. You have to end it the way you started it. They started it legally by getting a license, applying for the license, going before someone to marry them. They have to do the same thing. They have to get what we would say a degree of divorce. You can't just say we're no longer together. Until you go and stand before someone and get this divorce, you're still married. And you can sit up here and move out, and that person, whoever ends up being with someone, they can still file a divorce and claim because of infidelity. And so, if a woman moved out, if she said, "I'm gonna go live with my sister for a few months, and we'll get back," we need to separate for a few months. And she go to her sister's house and she sleep with her sister's brother-in-law, he could divorce her, infidelity, and she can end up missing out on alimony. You have to end it the way you started it.
Yeah. That's right. I would agree.
And that's just the law of the land.
Yeah, I would agree. So, JJ, wake up.
I'm up.
You know what? One quick thing for that. Because even if you're separated, and say you both start dating someone, say you both do start dating someone. If anything happened to you where you go into the hospital, guess who got to say so?
That wife?
Not the one you with.
That's right.
See? So like I said, you can only end it the way you started it.
Right.
Well, end it in a legal way, but you can say, hey, we broke up. You can tell them, hey, you can go on over there and do your thing this weekend. It's okay.
It's
now
still
y'all
wrong.
trying to put it in there.
It's still adultery.
How is it wrong?
It's still adultery.
I want you to. What you mean? People have open relationships all the time. You tell them they don't have the right to do that?
I didn't say that. I did not say about right.
So they just said we broke up. You got the right to break up for a weekend. Oh, a week
I'm just describing it. It's still adultery.
Because you know how when you fighting and arguing with somebody and they say we broke up, you say, well, we broke up then. So that means I can go get anything I want. They say you can go get whatever you want then.
Mm-hmm. It's
Hey,
still adultery. It's
Hey,
still
you
adultery.
done got you done got your walking papers. You can do what you want to do.
Now,
So
when
they
you
go
get
do
your
it.
walk, no. When you get your walking papers, then you can, whatever
Nah.
you do, it ain't titled as that no more.
Tap
But
that,
until
tap
long
that
as you
Bible.
still married,
Don't tap it.
now we do go to the Bible. The Bible say
We
to
indeed
divorce
disagree. Because
because they
it go
both
whatever you want it to
because
be.
the Bible. If you do go to the Bible say even though you may be separated, if that they're not divorced, what you do is, and that woman end up getting with someone else, or you don't, you both end up becoming these adulterous. It's best to divorce the person, and that's
But
why they
people
started
do that all
allowing.
the time, though, bro.
I know,
You
but
know
that is.
that. People be
I'm not
divorced. They
saying
be
they
away
don't.
from each other for 6, 7, 8 years, 10 years. They still married. Then they got to go get a divorce to really marry the person they feel like they love 10 years
Mm-hmm.
later.
But
They
it's still
do it.
adultery. It's still adultery. That's why they got to get a divorce to get with somebody else. It's still adultery, no matter how.
Mm-hmm.
You're still married.
You're still legally married. You're still married.
I don't care. I don't care if you live in Uganda and they live over in Australia.
So on that note, then what's a damn open marriage?
You know what it
Who
is.
does that? What's an open marriage?
Who does it?
What's an
People
open
do it
marriage?
all the time.
Well,
They
Emmett and
make
them.
rules to it. They make rules to it, but they do it. They say if you see something that you like to tap on, you can do it. I see something I like to tap on, I can do it. But we know that we married to each other, so we always coming back to each other.
What?
Wow.
That's almost like a foursome without being in the room.
No, they don't do foursomes. They do 20-somes. They doing that all the time. They do it over and over again. Yeah.
No,
They don't just do it one time, my brother. They do it a bunch.
I mean like an orgy, like that.
No, they do them too. They be
No, I'm saying that
they be at the orgy with the
like
other
orgy.
girl.
It's like you might as well have an orgy because you just.
But they do that. They go have orgies with the other partner, and yeah, and they come home.
An open marriage, do you bring people into your marriage? Or do you just
do that?
Are you can just openly go out and be with other people and both of you guys?
It depends on what they want.
I mean, is it on the same
Grace,
level as you dating somebody and you have an open relationship? Are the two the same?
You know the brother Dad. You ever heard of Dad Grace?
What'd you say, Donna?
Like an open relationship, when you're open and you both agree that you can see other people, but you're in a relationship. Is it the same thing as having an open marriage?
No, these guys have a woman. They bring women into their bedroom with them. So him and his wife, it's like they teach. They bring girls into the room with them. That's how they enjoy their openness.
Okay. So
she like girls, he like girls, and they get the girl, and when it's over, it's over.
They bring them into the marriage.
So they just have a menage a trois. They just really have a menage a trois.
That's it. That's what they do.
So that's
unless they want to have a quadritoire, they might have two of them at once.
Some people have these so-called open relationships and marriages where they actually have an ongoing thing with a person.
Yeah.
Like almost as a if you want to call it a mini relationship.
Yeah.
With this other person. So,
or some of them is two couples that's married, and they all and the two couples live in the same residence together, and they pick and choose how they want to be sexual with each other. So sometimes they might have a menage, sometimes they might just be together, somehow they might switch partners, all that. And they're legally married to the other partner. That's what I'm saying. We
They
trying to define
swappers.
something that can't
Them
be
are
defined.
swappers. Them are swappers.
But yeah, we can't. We trying to
But
define it. But I'm saying is that's the elements.
no, well, just because people perform certain things in their freedoms and their right to do whatever they want to do, but long as you marry, it is still adultery. You're
No, it's
still
adultery
married.
because you're calling it that
No, I'm
from
not.
your biblical beliefs.
No, I said let's take away the Bible and let's deal with the law of the
What you
land.
mean? The law ain't never
That
said nothing of it. You married, or you divorced, you divorced. It ain't never said you adulterous.
what do
Where
you
did it
think?
say that?
Okay, hold on.
Oh, Mississippi.
Oh, wait, hold
Mississippi
on.
say that.
Hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. If two
Hmm.
people go to court and one says that the other one, or we both were sleeping with other women, with other people outside our marriage, the judge is going to say you both were, what do they call infidelity? You both you're both end up being, I can't say what you call the person, but you both displayed infidelity.
Uh-huh.
They still was going to call it. So you can call it infidelity or you can call it adultery. It's still the same thing. You are having sex outside your marriage. And that's
Uh-huh.
and it's still called the same thing. You had a right to do what you want to do,
That's
but
right. Thank you. Thank
that's
you.
why when you, like you mentioned, they couldn't go get married until they got divorced from the other one
Yeah.
because
They
the
couldn't do it
law.
legally.
So therefore, they're doing it. What would you call it then if they're not doing it legally?
They just shacking up.
Yeah, yeah, but it's still infidelity.
I mean, hey,
I
it
would have
depends on
to
the
agree.
rules.
It is infidelity.
So hey, you go. Wait a minute. So if I get a prenuptial agreement and I add these as rules into my relationship,
Why are
and
you getting
one of
married?
those rules is we sleep and this sleep. So this was a contract that we made together. How could that be considered adultery if we made the contract to look exactly like that? That was the
Why are
kind
you married?
because a marriage is
You making a
marriage is the
contract to
contract
say what? What is the
to
contract
say
say?
we can sleep with other people when we want to.
JJ, your screen has frozen. Oh no, you froze. Okay, I get it.
That's the prenuptial. Our
JJ
prenuptial
on
agreement
stop.
This is
say
all
we
JJ on
both.
stop.
JJ's like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
No,
Hey.
I'm listening to y'all. I'm just scrolling on TikTok while y'all.
Why were we trying to get it right?
Yeah, I'm
What you
listening. I'm
saying,
actively
Ben?
listening.
Even if you
Huh?
have a contract, if you're married, and even if you have a contract that you're going to sleep with different people, it's still infidelity.
How? My contract, the vow that I
What
took,
do your marriage?
had
What do
that
the
a part as
marriage
my
supposed to be?
vow.
What kind of contract is a
What
marriage
you
supposed to
mean?
be?
My
I'm asking
contract
you
that
a
I
question.
created was that.
No.
I
When
created my marriage is that way.
you ain't gonna stand it. Okay. What is the basis of a contract of the marriage between what?
What the
Two
basis of the
people.
contract
Two
is the
people.
contract between two people.
The marriage.
My contract was between two
All these
people.
amendments that people put on this stuff, they're just amendments that they decided to put on it themselves. But no matter what, the action is still infidelity. No matter how you call it.
Exactly.
No matter how you call
No
it.
matter how you chop the liver, it is what it is. That's the absolute truth. So whether y'all sit up and say y'all gonna sleep with some baboons and draw up a contract saying that, whatever your choices are, whatever you decide, it's still like Tim is saying, there's still a contract between two people. And If you step out of the realms of that, if you're sleeping with other people, if you're doing all this stuff, it's infidelity. It's infidelity, period. So whatever you chose to do, that's y'all's business, but it's still infidelity. And you yourself have to deal with that. You see what I'm saying?
But think
Really.
about how many marriages have a lot of these different elements, and how some of these marriages, some have survived. I ain't gonna say they all, but you have some who do break down or whatever. But you wonder, well, why are we getting married if we're gonna
if you still want to
live
do
a
all this
certain
other
way?
stuff. Yeah.
If we're gonna have our own agreement, we don't need to be married.
You might as well you might as well keep
Dude, I
yourself,
can't hear my program.
I can't hear mine
you might as well keep yourself in a single status and just say, hey, I'm just gonna fornicate. I'm just gonna have my way about how I want to do this. I want 2-3 people at a time. I want to be open with it. I want to be able to go deal with this person and you deal with that person. I want to bring some people home, whatever the situation. That's what you chose, being single. That don't make it right, but you're not married. But then you have another dynamics too.
Mm-hmm.
Something, totally different. So, we all have to be accountable for our own actions and responsible for our own situation. But marriage is what marriage is. And I think that
love and happiness.
I think that a lot of people don't really
They
don't take the marriage union as serious as it really
Frankie
is.
Beverly.
That's it.
It's a very serious step. That's why getting married for the wrong reasons is going to cause you the wrong results.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time.
Yep, here and now.
Every single time.
Yep, that's right. Here and now. That's right.
Okay, so let's change speeds here. Okay.
Some fun stuff.
No, I just wanted to talk a little bit about
I'm still
financial
here.
stuff.
I'm still here.
How do we get more people stimulated and interested in obtaining more knowledge about financial stability and investing? So what would you think is some of the ways that we can get people more engaged in wanting to find out more information about investing and financial stuff, which is one of Ben's specialties? But what, because a lot of people seem to run from that, especially in this day and age.
Because they don't understand money, the mystery of money. Money is a mystery.
So
people don't understand it.
What would be some of the ways to kind of get them to be more interested?
Have more financial conversations. Talk about it more. Ask people questions. Do you know about 401ks? Do you know what IRAs? Do you have any of those? Why do you have those? Do you have a trust? Did you put your will together to take care of your family? Is your kid situated? Did you get an insurance policy for them when they was babies so that by the time they 20, you stop paying for it? Do you have an attorney? Do you have a CPA? Do you have a bookkeeper? Why don't you have your own EIN in business? All those questions you ask people.
Well, sometimes that can be a little overbearing with all those different questions at one time, or intimidating. Some people may feel a little bit of wow.
Donna,
I'm just look, we're just holding a conversation.
No, but I'm just saying we're in charge of our stuff now. They taking the pension plans away. The 401ks is eating up people's money. People are retiring at 65 with $70,000. How long can you live off of 70 grand? Not long. Mm-hmm. So we have to have these conversations or we're going to starve to death. That's the
You
bottom
know,
line.
you can't have conversation without education, because, and the reason I say that, because I was listening when you say, hey, do you have this? Do you have that? You could be asking me questions about something I've never heard
Don't
of
have a
before.
clue. Don't
So
have a
I,
clue.
of course, I can say no. Matter of fact, Grandma talked to me about something, but I didn't know. And matter of fact, I got it, but I don't know I got it. So there's a lot of things that we have to understand. One of my issues I have with things that go, like especially like the events that we do, what I do with my sister, is when she does something, you know, the thing is, the challenge is always what can we do who have an idea about something. And that's what I like. She has an idea. She got an idea about it. So how can I share it? Let me present people who can give you this. The problem is we have some who have come up, and people have helped them to guide them somewhere. But they say, well, this is what we need to do, but then they don't come back and show how it needs to be done. They
Mhm.
don't come and
Right.
say, you know what, for the next 30 days, we're going to do this. I met this guy, and what he does is, it was funny because he's a different nationality than I am, and than we are. But he said he was trying to help his people, and he said the cool part about it, his people doing wrong, right? And what he does is he has the liquor license or whatever, and he goes in when people try to get like a store or whatever, and he try to help them. So he come in under this contract where he'll train them, help them, and they have to do so much time to help them get a license and do all this stuff. And he does something, I forgot what it was, but anyway, when he's giving back to people. He's spending time with them, helping them do it. And the problem is, we don't have those who do it, they won't come give it back. Some even frown down on the very place that they came up out of. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard when to sit up here and just hear someone talk, 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 but you ain't showing me, you ain't, you know, and you ain't came back and say, hey, y'all, I'm gonna do these workshops, hell, even online, excuse my language, online now.
Yeah, you
Hey,
do
I'm gonna do these
workshops. Yeah.
workshops online to kind of help you or give you, some idea. And you can send me an email or whatever, and I'll try to look at them and help, or something. And then later down the line, I can understand, okay, now I'm gonna have to charge you for these services if you want me to do a one-on-one thing with you for a year or whatever, whatever. Some of these cats they got access to these other people who can help, don't help invest or whatever. They got buildings with storefronts and stuff like
Mhm.
this. They
Mhm.
don't, and I say this about even like some of our sisters and stuff who trying to start their businesses and whatever. Offer one of our sisters or our young brothers or storefront for like 6 months or whatever to at least get their business going, and then charge them from some rent. Go down with them who you can, take one and mentor and go down with them. Help them get a loan. Co-sign for a little small business loan or something, and coach this person. We shouldn't have to sit up here and watch Shark Tank and watch these people sit up there and get investments from all these people and hope to get investments when we can sit up here and we got our own Shark Tank in our communities, but them suckers don't want to dig in their pockets.
Mhm. Absolutely.
So that's why
Mhm.
we don't know if we got an IRL or with an IRL or a 401 or a 123 or ABC, because ain't nobody
CDD.
teaching
Yeah.
us nothing.
And that was one of the things I had mentioned too. You have to educate people in knowing the lingo. A lot of times they don't know the lingo, or like you say, Tim, they don't even know if they got what they got, what they got.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when you're coming at a person with an IRA or whatever, all these terms,
Mutual fund.
And
A
in mutual
CD.
funds, a lot of people don't even know what a mutual fund is. They don't know what IRA stands for. What is that? What are you saying? IRA? What is that? To explain that.
It's
Individual
the
retirement.
Irish Republic Army.
Individual retirement account.
Okay. And so it's a, and I think, you know, you have to take one piece of the chalk at one time and start as a, just like elementary level all the way up. You have to start with the foundation of education. We're going to
But
start
you know what the
here.
problem with that is? You know what the problem with that is, Donna?
What's that?
That people go to school because they want to graduate. They want to get a diploma. People don't get that with financial education because there is no diploma today. Being financial literate just allows you to make more money and take care of your money. And so people will not pay attention to those things. They always try to give it to somebody else. With the stuff that's the most important thing, they're the laziest with. Now you'll go to school and get an education and you'll pay somebody 200, 300. I've heard recently, it was a guy that graduated. He had $800,000 worth of student debt when he graduated.
Mm-hmm.
Now they would go to school to get the PhD to do that, but you won't spend $10,000 or $20,000 to get a financial education. If you're not willing to do that, why would this person teach you all that stuff? They had to pay hundreds of thousands. You realize there's people out here that spend $2-3 million a year on their financial education. Why would you give that to somebody for nothing?
Well, you have to start at the base and let the person know what the outcome will be as far as the benefits of learning and obtaining this information.
We have people who go and seek financial wealth or health, or if you want to say. I mean, that's part of the expo. The empowerment is just not to make you this outstanding business owner or whatever, but it's to help you be financial healthy and to show you these different things. I mean, things are out there, but the problem is we got them in such small gatherings. It has to be like a My Sister's Keeper Expo or a, like the Black Men's Network thing over there in the city. I know they used to meet at Elio Hutch. Different things. 100 Black women. The 100 Black women, San Francisco 100 Black women. You got to have something like this that's doing it. When we got folks who are sitting up here and the whole thing is, it don't have to be no extravagant event or whatever. It's just hosting something small and talking about things. And yes, some people ain't gonna be at the other. Some people are gonna be at that. Well, I'm gonna put my little money in this part that you're showing me or whatever, or what have you. But the whole point is, you can only do what you introduced to. And the whole thing is making the introduction and showing and helping folks, especially those who already are small businesses and trying to get going and things like that. These are the kind of things somebody, they got a business, you got something going on pretty similar. You see them out there hustling, pressing t-shirts. And you see the quality intel. Well, help them get a better press, and then you see other people in the community start seeing you trying to help lift up the ones that are trying to do something, who are speaking that language. Then they might be more willing to be open-eared and things like that. But when they don't see no action from those who are just want to sit on the panel and talk or get up on the stages and be the speakers or whatever, some people who go out, but the community as a whole, they're not trying to hear that because they're like, we don't even see you.
Yeah. We don't see you.
We don't see you doing nothing here.
Yeah.
You know, and
So
we're not
it has
saying
to be that education. You
that's what
have to
that's
find
all
a
it
way
is.
to educate. They need to have the education behind what it is you're trying to present to them. They have to understand what you're presenting to them. And you have to take steps. You can't just throw a whole bunch of stuff out there at one time and asking these people about EIN. You have EIN for your business. Some of them don't even, the business is something in their head that they thinking about. They don't even know what an EIN is. Oh, I'm supposed to get what's that? Oh, oh, really? Okay. So they need to be educated about these things to understand. And I think that will set a stronger foundation for people to want to feel comfortable with finding out more information, you know,
Some of these
about and
folks
get
got some
more
good businesses.
interested.
Some of them got some good businesses. They just don't have the knowledge behind it.
Mhm.
They don't have them extra little key points or secrets and tips or what have you that folks have, and they just hold on to it.
Mhm. So how do we stimulate and get people interested? We know number one, they need to be educated more. What would you say another suggestion would be to help people, you know, say, hey, I want to hear more what they talking about.
Like I said,
JJ?
for me, I want to see you doing something.
Okay.
If I see you, like say I know JJ over here doing something, and I see him, excuse me, I don't know where that came from. JJ over here doing something, and I see them investing time and stuff in the JJ, and I see JJ thing coming along. Okay, now we talking. But I don't want to always have to spend $75, $50, whatever, or come to this because you speaking at a thing just to hear you. And you from my community, you know, come over here. Like, let me see you take JJ by the hand. You know what JJ doing. You knew what JJ ideas and dreams was before you left, you know, or what have you. And help and show them, take them, guide them. Let me give you a little something. When I see little stories like that where folks are saying, nah, this is where this is going and this is what they doing, that's that real things. You know, because it's the community that teaches the community.
Mm-hmm.
It's the community that teaches the community. So when the knowledge comes, so if the knowledge came into your household, you learned something, everybody in the house learned. So when somebody learned how to make pancakes, and then somewhere down the line, you learned how to make pancakes too. You know, I mean, so it's the same thing. You got the knowledge, you teach the next ones and show them.
You teach them and show them. And
Meet
that's
them,
where I
where
think
they
it
at.
starts.
Meet them where they at. You got to meet folks where they at. Just because they both have a business don't mean that they're both at the same levels.
Yeah. And some feel a little intimidated by not, if they, nobody wants to appear to not know, you know what I'm saying? And so sometimes when you come at them in the way to make them think you should know, you don't know what that, you don't know, you know what I'm saying? It can make people kind of shy away a little bit because now they're feeling like they're kind of inadequate. You know, man, I don't know all that. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Instead of coming at them and trying to teach them, make them feel comfortable with wanting to learn, with wanting to obtain the information. You know, I mean, that's just my take on it. JJ, you have anything to say? Gorilla?
Yeah, I do. My mom ran a small business for a long time, and one of her setbacks was coming across people asking her all kinds of questions because they felt like she wasn't knowledgeable in what she was doing. She ran a catering business, and one of her main concerns was getting properly licensed so that she could, you know, serve food to people. So she had all of those things together, But people, especially people our color, wanted to see the license. But we go around with non-people this color, and we
Mhm.
wouldn't get that. So there's that other thing going on in the community where, it depends on where you go, what type of experiences you're going to have when you do start your small business and it's just developing. People want to say, well, are you cooking out of your house? Well, what is it to you? You like the food that you were just tasting right now. Everybody got to start somewhere, you know. Everybody can't start off in a commercial kitchen, and the commercial kitchens are becoming more and more expensive, and and booking space in a commercial kitchen is
I think you
becoming
can
less
get
You
available.
talking about the ghost kitchen? You talking about a ghost kitchen, JJ?
You can do something like that, but that's not everywhere. It's not in every region. Like, you got to go to places where that's available. So there was a lot of setbacks dealing with people trying to question the legitimacy of the business instead of trying to, okay, well, can I get a sample here, or can we meet up here and I'll try some samples, and let's get the contract going, and people not honoring contracts and things like that. So people tell you, okay, start your business, this, that, and the third, but they don't know about the ins and outs and the setbacks that you might come across, about maybe somebody try to jip you on some money. You did the gig, but they don't want to pay you. So, you might have to take them to court, or you might have to get your cousin to come up and run up on the house. So, you never know. But
you know what that is? The reason why I think a lot of that happens that way is because we don't have a full calendar. We try to do 2 or 3 people. We try to network with everybody that's around us, and we don't get a full calendar. We don't try to get everybody and go everywhere. I was talking to my sister today. She was telling me, oh, yeah, they have events and stuff at the hotel. I'm like, oh, I need to go there because I need to expand as wide as possible so nothing can ever stop me. We get in situations where we start business and we depending on 10 people. And when 3 of the 10 let us down, we in trouble.
I hear that. Yeah, I agree with that.
We in trouble. Instead of getting 25 people to do it,
That was the other thing, is you're depending on your family members to help you with your business. Your family might not necessarily want to help you with your business. They might not believe in you, but you might have to depend on them to do a catering gig. And then let's say they do a half-assed job or drop a whole pan of food that you just cooked for 2 hours. How are you gonna make up for that? There's a lot of things that go into the details of running a business and being financially savvy and all of that. It's really a lot of intricate layers to it. And
that's why people don't just give away that for free.
Right.
That's a hard job.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There's people who are running their business who are not so savvy in the finances and stuff. You put together a team, for one, where you don't have to depend on your family. You may start out asking for help from your family, but there's people who are running businesses, doing events and everything with some little of nothing.
Yeah.
And making things happen, because it's about you putting in the footwork and making the connections. And if this is what you're going to do, if you're just doing it saying, oh, I'm trying to explore this because I'm going to see if I'm going to come up, whatever, that's a whole different thing. But when it's your dream, and you something you're pursuing, this is something I like doing, you're going to go, you put that footwork and you get doing it. But there's some things I understand that, I need to charge you for some of this time and knowledge that I'm going to give you. But there's some knowledge that can be given that shouldn't have a price tag on it. And there's some time that can be given that shouldn't have. But let me tell you, I really wasn't a LeBron NBA player fan, but a LeBron off the court. When I started, because I really didn't look at nothing into LeBron. I just wasn't a LeBron fan. You know, I admired his accomplishments through high school. Don't get me wrong, I admire his accomplishments. But when I seen something, and I started reading more about what he was doing and stuff. And then I remember that little show he had, the barbershop, where they be sitting in there getting their hair
Yeah, the
cut.
shop.
They be
Yeah,
Mhm.
the shop, is that what it's called? And I was
yeah.
listening and I was looking at that and things, and I became a LeBron the person fan. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because this
yeah, I get
man
what you're talking
is
about.
But what
given
did
to his
LeBron do though?
he's given to his community. This
But
boy
what did
is
he do,
put,
my brother?
huh?
He sent for his childhood friends that played basketball with him. He sent them to school and paid for their education
But
so
that
they
but see,
can be that.
but this is what I'm
He
saying.
built his own
This,
team with his own family.
but this is what I'm saying. There's some things you can do. You have to understand it to for the thing, if we for me, based on my faith, when
Uh-huh.
I'm blessed with something, that's not solely for me.
That's right.
I reap from that blessing, but with them blessings, I'm to bless others.
Exactly.
I'm to bless others. So there's some knowledge that I have. It's no way I can put a price tag on it, because this wisdom and some of this knowledge I got, I know I didn't go gather this on my own.
Mm-hmm.
And it's no way it's supposed to sit up here and just collect dust in my brain. No way,
Mhm.
especially if I'm not putting it to use to where I'm, or I'm making money or whatever behind it. And even if I was, I need to give this to something, to somebody. But now if my time is requiring, hey, I need you to require me to spend this 101 with you. I'm practically holding your hand. Now we looking at, I need to be compensated.
Right.
That makes sense. That's a service. I make sense. That's a service. But to give back to the people and be trying to say, I want my people need to know about these things, I need to go out there and say, look here, y'all need to meet me at the rec, because I'm about to sit up here and talk about these things over the next couple, every other week or every other month. And I'm about to walk y'all through this and help y'all with some things. And
Mm-hmm.
we're going to look at some of these businesses that's here in our community or whatever. And you never know, you may get people who can get some hands-on internship working in somewhat, helping, seeing how these people doing theirs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is, again, we have a problem with giving up our time.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. That is a big problem too for a lot of people. Giving up that time, building that foundation, helping somebody, giving knowledge to others that you
Mhm.
have without wanting anything back in return from the gate. Now, like you said, when you start providing a service after, a certain
Hmm.
point, but to give back, you know, and a lot of times we do have some who want to hold back. They reap, they gain, they obtain, and they want it all. They don't want to get nothing. They don't want to share nothing with nobody.
But not only that, is look at me, look at me.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's it. So that's some good stuff, and that should help somebody, with understanding, where the start needs to be. Some of the couple of points, we have to give back. We have to educate. you know we can't just overwhelm people with a whole bunch of stuff assuming they know, because sometimes I must say we learn some things and we obtain some knowledge in the direction of some new stuff that's exciting to us that we want to bring forward. It's like, man, it's a no-brainer to us. So when we
Mhm.
present it to people, we expect them to have the same understanding that we've gained, and they don't even know what you're talking about. They're totally overwhelmed and lost. Like, what is that? but a lot of times they don't want to make it seem like they don't know either. Some people have a problem making it known that, you know what, but afterwards they like, I understand nothing that dude was saying, you know what I'm saying?
Is that they call a one-sided conversation?
I don't know what he was saying. I just went on and said, and didn't understand nothing. Nothing was really truly explained. The person come at you in a way that you're supposed to know. And then if you don't know, say like if you are one to express that you don't know, then they want to kind of make you feel stupid. Like, you don't know that?
Right.
Like, you didn't know that? No, I don't know about
It depends on the situation. If you done told somebody 25 times the same thing, and you come back to them and say you don't know that, and they like, I don't know that, you like, dude, why am I talking to you? I've told you this 20 times before, and you ain't picked it up one time.
It could be that their understanding didn't hit when you told them 25 times.
Then they should have.
How you told them 25 times. It could be that they
steady.
It couldn't be that. It could be that they didn't really. Maybe it wasn't clear with how it was delivered. It could be a lot of reasons.
I want to say this one thing about this.
Some
though,
people
real,
is a sponge, and
Donna, I want to say this about this. Having your own business and making it successful will be the hardest thing that you ever do. School, you show up, you get paid. It is, if you're trying to build a business, you're literally fighting against the world to be successful. And to be standing there and saying, I want to stop and try to teach somebody that won't even Google what you telling them is a slap in the face.
A lot of times they don't even know what to Google, Ben.
That's a slap in the face.
You don't have to tell nobody to stop what they're doing. Yeah. You have some people who are at a point to where their business is producing money, income to them. They're not doing. It's people in our community. It's people in our community that are sitting up here. Some of them, the cool part is, some of them know each other and still won't even collab together to try to do stuff. Just like the Mary J.
John, I'm bringing you to the office, man. You got to come to Oakland. You need to come to the office to Oakland. We need you to do some training. I'm putting you on the spot right now on the radio. I'm putting you on the spot. We bringing Mr. Timothy Mills to Oakland, California, to Franklin Street. We're doing it. Let's do it, Tim.
One thing about Timothy, I've always offered my time for free when it comes to community. I go to the prison for free. I go to the rescue mission for free. I go to the street for free.
Okay.
Because
so we bring you to Oakland for free.
Mm-hmm.
We bring you out here to Oakland to the resource center for free.
As long as the platform right, I'm no problemo.
There he is. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
That's right. Good stuff.
I know you got some game.
Well, he has patience too, and he's about helping people. So, that's a big plus. And people need to feel that you have to be approachable. People have to feel comfortable with getting that information and love from you. And that's where it starts too. But we're going to move right along. Y'all can talk about that however y'all want to set that up on one day or another. Y'all two come together with that. That'll be gravy. We're going to end with one more question here. I want to talk about, with an absent parent. Do you think an absent parent could ever have a real relationship with their child or children, even after the children have, gotten to adulthood? Say, for instance, that parent was not there a lot of times during their growing up for whatever reason. Maybe they were in and out. Maybe they were missing for a segment. They would come back and then they were gone for whatever the reasons. Do you think that they could ever really have a real relationship with that child when that child becomes an adult?
Yes, they can. It happens all the time. People do it all the time.
You think
You
they
know, you
can?
always see somebody that when they become an adult, they start taking care of it. That happened with Kevin Hart. He had a terrible relationship with his dad. And when he became an adult, he
Mhm.
started hooking his dad up when he got famous and stuff, and his dad is with him all the time. It's a number of people that's like that. Snoop Dogg was like that with his dad. His dad worked at the plants in Michigan, and he didn't have no relationship with his dad until after that court situation. There's a lot of
He
people
was
that can
when he
have
was
great
grown. So
successful relationships.
it can happen.
Yep.
Some people say that, there's no bond, that sometimes the parent missed so much of the time in bonding and connecting with the child. It's hard to establish a relationship after the fact. What do you guys think about that? JJ, you mighty quiet.
It is possible to have a relationship with the said parent.
After.
Yeah, after becoming an adult.
Okay.
Things might not be perfect. You might find that if, like, let's say the child wants to talk about their experiences growing up, because that's their life. That's how they can relate, right? Unfortunately, the absentee parent could get defensive, and any setbacks that happen in the childhood, the parent could get defensive behind that and try to take the blame for every little thing, and it's not even about them. It's all kinds of possibilities. So I think one of the best things to do in that type of situation is to just tread lightly and try not to force being a parent so much, because you miss that opportunity. So try to be more like somebody, just an adult that can just give some advice, like an auntie or something, or an uncle type of role. You know what I mean? Because it could be male or female.
So try to be more of a friend,
Yeah, but yeah, more of a friend. Like, tread lightly, because there's gonna be a lot of hurt there. There's gonna be a lot of resentment. There's gonna be a lot of just animosity built up over time, and things that didn't get repaired. There's a lot of unanswered questions. Sometimes questions won't get answered, and you have to have an acceptance of that the parent might not want to answer certain questions. Or
what if that grown child refuses to want to, they have a lot of resentment and they refuse to want to even deal with that parent that has been gone for umpteen years?
That's a consequence that's one of the consequences.
Should that parent fall back, or should they be persistent and keep trying to establish the bond?
I mean,
say that answer you was about to say, JJ. The consequences of what?
That's the consequences of the absence, is what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Those are the things that you would have to deal with.
So it could go to the left where you have just messed up your opportunity to even be a part of that child's life, whether they're grown or whatever.
You can lose your chance. You can lose your opportunity to be a part of the grandchildren's lives as well, because you weren't a good parent to begin with, right? And then now you're showing examples of not being a good grandparent. You're not being present when your grandchild is being brought around you. You're trying to insert yourself in ways that don't.
Wait, hold on a second. Somebody has a lot of feedback. Yeah, I think it's okay.
There's a lot to unpack here, and everybody's situation is different. But the best thing to do is to try to find some middle ground. If you're trying to have a relationship with each other, try to find some middle ground, because that's your parents is all you have. And if your
Right.
parent wants to be there, they're gonna try to be there.
Hey, check this
And
one out. This is one for you right here, though, JJ. What about, because I know a situation like this brother named him 500. He's a big credit dude. His dad went to jail when he was like 2 or 3, and his dad is just getting out, I think, next year.
oh
So his
wow.
dad's been in jail for like 27, 28 years.
Oh wow.
So how do you deal with that? You're gonna give them a shot when they come out of jail, right?
If it was my father, I would. I may have family members that tell me don't do nothing, you don't owe them nothing, and blah blah blah. Of course you're gonna have naysayers, but you're always gonna have that curiosity. You're always gonna know who your parents are, and you want to get to know them. And I'm blessed to have known both my parents, but at the same time, I've had negative from both parents. I've
Right.
had positive from both parents. It's about establishing a positive relationship most of all, and it's setting boundaries, because I think that was, one of my mistakes is I didn't set boundaries head on
Mm-hmm.
with both parents.
Yeah.
I let them kind of take advantage of how naive I was about life when I became an adult. So I made certain choices in life because, oh, this is my mom, this is my dad. Of course I do this for you. Of course I do that for you. Of course you can talk to me like that. You know what I mean? You can, you have to set limits. Just like I have to be respectful, they have to respect you as well. So there has to be a mutual respect in order for things to be.
And
That's
Gruth,
my
would you
perspective.
agree, Gruth? You agree with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, about the absent parent and trying to establish a bond even when they've been gone for so long.
Hey, I'm like this. Let my God be my God.
Let bygones be bygones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, I think every situation is uniquely different, and who doesn't want to have a relationship somewhat with both parents if possible? And sometimes situations happen like Ben just raised, incarcerated for 20 some years.
That was a good question.
We don't know what they did to be incarcerated that long. It could have been a false sentencing. It could have been something they did they didn't have no business doing. It could be a lot of reasons. It could be self-defense. It could be, they had to strangle somebody that was doing something to the baby mama. I mean, we don't know. But they were gone for a long time. And, so you want to try to build some type of bond and everything when this parent is set free. So it's just uniquely different for everyone. I'm just, I asked that question because I've had two different dynamics of that. I've had, somebody tell me, oh, heck no, they've been gone. They was never there. They was out there in the streets. They was on that dope. They was doing this and that. They made choices. No, I'm cool. And they don't want to have nothing to do with the parent.
Mm-hmm.
They have just totally accepted that this parent pretty much is non and void in their life. And that's their choice. It's bitter. It's a bitter feeling. It's a choice they've made, and they are, in their 30s, and they still feel the way they feel. Maybe in their 40s or 50s, they'll feel differently. But right now they feel a certain type of way. So every situation is uniquely different. And on that note, we have come to the end of our show for this week, you guys. Hey, we've been all over the map talking about everything. Unless you guys got something else to say upon closing, anything else you have to say? Anybody? Everything
Just
cool?
hit me up on Financial Dad 2022 on Instagram. I'm looking
All
to
right.
see you guys.
Financial Dads 2022 on Instagram. That's what Benjamin Smith is with all his financial information and direction for you who need that. And we all are available. We all of us are available one way or another. You can find us. We everywhere. Timothy, JJ, Gareth, we are
I
there.
ain't
They're on
everywhere.
Instagram. They're on Facebook.
No,
They're on. Hey, they on this show.
I,
Hey,
don't,
TikTok.
I only use TikTok to watch funny videos. I only
JJ is
I'm
our
only
big
on
user.
Instagram to watch videos.
That's right.
I'm only on, and I don't even go on there until someone send me a video to
Him
look
is only
at.
on TikTok, looking at TikTok, and then he do look at our videos on YouTube, y'all. I'm just gonna let you know.
Yeah, yeah, YouTube. There you
And
go.
I'm in and I'm on and off. I have Instagram, you know, Donna underscore A Smith something underscore something. Well, y'all can find me. I'm on there, Donna Smith. Anyway, I'm in and out of Instagram, but
Oh
I'm
no,
pretty much.
Correct trying to say something.
Yes, you do, brother.
I made a video.
You made a video. Gareth,
Yeah.
I saw your video. You and the wifey was singing.
Yeah.
That was the bomb. I loved it.
Oh, where that's at? It's on TikTok?
Was it
I
your
want to see
anniversary?
that.
What was it? It was an anniversary, birthday, or what was you were doing it?
No.
Oh, it was a show.
A talent show.
Talent show.
Okay.
I saw it. Was it Instagram or was it Facebook? I forgot what Facebook. So he has a really nice, cute video that him and his wife was singing. It was about love. It was, what was it, Gareth?
It was the movie Dab.
The movie Dab.
Let me
Something about love, and they were standing there
yeah.
both looking into each other's eyes,
Yeah.
and they were singing, and
Ain't
it was
nothing.
so sweet. I loved
yeah.
it.
Hi,
There's your
Donna.
miss. I love the video.
Yeah, it was the soundtrack of Tap.
Oh, the soundtrack of
You know
Back
what Gregory Hines?
with Gregory Hines.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That
It
was
was
the
so
soundtrack that we
cute.
did.
If you
Yeah.
guys get a chance, go on Gareth's page. He has it on there. And did the talent show, how did it go? Did you guys place or did you guys win or did you guys, what was it?
We did good.
You did good. That's wonderful. So you just donated to spend.
And then one of my workers, she recorded it for us.
Oh,
Yeah.
it
My
was
worker-
so nice. I said, look at them. Y'all
Yeah,
was
we did it. She recorded it and we did the duet.
y'all did the duet and both of y'all was singing.
Yeah.
I didn't know y'all could sing like that, girl. I said, whoa, look at them. Okay, you never know what kind of talent.
you know, Good Red B in the studio.
Yeah, they was
What I told Gary is I told him that if we do another duet, don't wait till the last minute to post it on Facebook.
right.
Post it on Facebook after we do the duet.
Yeah, you got to get it out there right then. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I told him.
Yeah. Yeah. I expect to see y'all doing another one. Y'all do another one. That one was beautiful. It was
You
really
want us
nice.
to do another one, honey.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how you been doing, Donna?
Yeah. Huh? I've been
How
doing
you
good.
been doing?
I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Thank you. Day by day.
That's
I've
good.
been had
That's-
some
you look good.
challenges, but
You
I've
look
been,
good.
thank you. I've been trying to cover it up, you know. And I'm getting ready to take a pill in a minute, so I'm gonna be like, oh,
Yeah.
it's time for that pill.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to hold it
Yeah.
on, you know. But yeah, I'm doing
Have
okay.
you-
Thank you.
Oh, Donna, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen the Woman King yet?
No, I have not seen that yet. I want to see it. Is it good?
I haven't seen it, but I heard a lot about it.
Yeah, I've heard
I
it's
heard a
really
lot of things
good.
about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to Black Panther, the second one come out.
Yeah. Yeah, I
You know the
can't wait
Black
too.
Panther, right?
Yeah, yes. Well, if you see Woman King this week, let me know. Maybe I'll feel up to going next weekend. I should maybe feel a little better while I want to go see it. I've been hearing some great things that it's really
Yeah.
good.
Have you heard? Have you seen the Black Panther?
The one I've seen Black Panther, not this, no, I've seen the one before, whatever.
Yeah, you seen the first one,
The
right?
first one, yeah.
Yeah. And you know he passed away, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So now his sister gonna play his part.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be looking forward to that too.
Yeah, it's coming out November 11th.
Okay, so are you gonna see the Woman King first, and then you gonna go?
Yeah,
see
we gonna see Woman King first because I have heard good things about it.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Well, let me know
wanna go
next
see
week
that.
if you go see it next week. Let me know if I don't get to it next weekend. I know I'm gonna get to it the weekend after that, but I do want to see it. Yeah, I've heard so many wonderful things. But thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for stopping by. And I want everybody to go to Garrett's page and watch that video, y'all. Give him a thumbs up. You still got the video up, right?
Yeah.
All right. Give them
Okay.
a thumbs up because they did a great job. You guys have to really check them out. You made me want to fall in love.
Nice talking to you, Donna.
Okay, baby. You too. All right, you guys. It's been wonderful. We've had a blast today. Thank you for joining us on the show. We'll be back next Sunday. I'm gonna say 7:30, not 7 o'clock. 7:30 is working well for me while I am off the clock from the job. We're gonna do 7:30. So I'll see you guys next week. Thank you. We're gonna see you later. Like, share, subscribe. See y'all.